Hey guys, Silver here, and as the official Sonic X Shadow Gens Glazer, today is a very special day for me, as I finally have the Shadow Collector's figure that was announced back in last year's Sonic Central, and he comes with the Doom Wings from Shadow Generations, and this is just awesome. I'm so glad I finally have him, and let's take a look at him. Here in the box it says customize your very own Shadow figure, and here we have an image of the figure himself. And here it says Sonic the Hedgehog Collector's Edition. At the top we have the Sonic logo, where we can also see the inside of the box with the figure. On this one side of the box we have Shadow fully showing off the Doom Wings, and this looks so sick. On the other side we have a pic of Shadow on a display base that's reminiscent of the architecture from the White Space Hub World in Shadow Generations. Here on the back of the box we have a description saying Shadow the Hedgehog. With his amazing speed and raw power, Shadow the Hedgehog can control time and space with Chaos Control, or unleash a powerful explosion with his special Chaos Blast ability. And here we have another awesome picture of the figure itself, displayed with all the accessories. And here it says 24 points of articulation, 2 interchangeable handsets, 1 set of wings, 1 wing connector, and 1 clip, as well as a premium display base. Here we have the Shadow Collector's figure by himself, and he looks awesome. As you can see, with all the joints, there's way more articulation with him than with the 4-inch figure. And I also really like his arms and legs, how lanky they are. They kind of remind me of Yuji Okawa's art of Shadow. And here we have his inhibitor rings, his shoes. Here we have an up close of his face, his quills. And here we have his quills in the back. Here we have the back of his shoes. And then here we have the detailing on the shoes below. Here we have a comparison between Collector Shadow and 4-inch Shadow. And it's pretty much night and day, both in terms of size and quality. Here we have 2 extra hands, which is really cool for customizing. And here we have a close-up of the Doom Wings by themselves, and these are awesome. The detail really reminds me of the symbiote. And here we have Shadow with the display base, and most importantly the Doom Wings, and this looks so sick. I just can't get over how awesome this figure looks. Here we have back of the Doom Wings. Here we have the back of the base. And what I also like is that you can play around with the position of the Doom Wings, and I just think it's really cool that Jakks finally made a figure that's specific to a certain game, especially a game that just came out, as they kind of had a missed opportunity of releasing Sage or Coco figures when Sonic Frontiers came out. So it's really cool that they did this collector's figure around the same time as Shadow Gens. Here I added a red Chaos Emerald as well as the iconic 4th Chaos Emerald, and I also positioned Shadow's hands differently and swapped them out in order to make it look like he's doing some sort of chaos attack or chaos control. Here I have Shadow at the top of my Sonic shelf, and Jakks Pacific, you guys really outdid yourselves this time. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know which Sonic character you want them to make a collector's figure of next.